London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. Everyone's still in awe of his last game.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. But you look at this defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Mitchell again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Mitchell.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Back to throw, Watson. Quick throw there is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Golden Eagles are once again back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 2. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at this defense,
now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it as we resume action. McLaughlin now to kick this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on second is Watson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Here's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw this.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Watson on first down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos with the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Watson now to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Watson. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Smith, red. Check pink. Check white. Opposite. Green. Split. Yellow.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense taking over again. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence, left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 59 yards. And the Golden Eagles are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. Still going. Touchdown, Browns. 59 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Santos And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Lawrence will throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Golden Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Browns set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now Lawrence on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Lawrence. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? On second down, here's Watson. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Touchdown! Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Golden Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20, Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yellow, lineman, commit red.
Santos with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. 72 yards. And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 30.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you...
There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Now the point after try for Santos. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles are pouring it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 24.
Watson off play action. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Now a first down throw, Watson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Houston set to take over. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Golden Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Watson on first down. Able to get away. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not one touchdown, not two touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now Lawrence.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Golden Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw, Watson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Off of play action, it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Sean Bateman from 17 yards out. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Watson. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Sean Bateman, 38 yards. And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go play action now. Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Golden Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down. I want to be a gain of 21 yards. Here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on second is Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Lawrence on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And to throw again is Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They need 2. Here's third down. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out 2-20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Watson. There's the stiff arm. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basket.
It's caught at the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're great. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Santos now to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Watson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.